It's episode 28 of the Pat McGann Show. This week, Pat welcomes Ana Belaval with co-host Dwayne Kennedy. The Pat McGann Show, as always, is brought to you by Tiege Hanley, uncomplicated skincare for men. And now, here's Pat.
All right, we're back at it. We have another episode of the Pat McGann Show live here in the Tiege Hanley studios on the west side of Chicago. They say the month of March comes in like a lion and leaves like a lamb. I am joined by a lion and a lamb today.
Who's who?
I don't know. I'm working on my intros. You guys like that one?
Ana,
I'll leave that for you guys to
that.
figure out. I always have Dwayne Kennedy along as much as possible, but also joining us today, the lovely, talented, Emmy Award-winning, beautiful Ana Belaval.
Yeah, Ana, come
My
on.
buddy. And I love the chemistry between the two of you.
Yeah.
Oh, my
We
gosh.
like to keep it fresh.
Just feel like we're in the green room at Zanies.
No one
Yeah.
has ever called this a chemistry.
You dig?
Oh,
Well, I don't know much about science, so I don't know if that even
I
adds
did
up.
go to your science room at your
Oh, you
former
did?
high school.
Yes.
And met your science teacher.
In my grammar school. You were at St. Cadgidon's. We were at the grade school.
I didn't go
And
to
we were
the
in the
high
lab.
school too.
Did you go to Marist? Ever?
Oh, I don't remember. They blend in.
You
All
should
those-
be at Marist if you
all
haven't been
those,
there.
Catholic schools blend in.
Yeah, Marist is pretty, it's big now. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
a,
fancy. It's fancy.
But anyway, Ana, you're here. If you guys are not from Chicago, you may even know Ana. She does stand up all over. But
I'm international.
in the city of Chicago, she's also known for being the around town reporter on WGN Morning News, the juggernaut of WGN Morning News. I was watching you today. You were at a gym, and this is the around town segment.
Yes.
You go somewhere in the Chicagoland area
Yes.
every day
Every day.
and find a slice of life story, something going on. How would you explain your gig?
Just like that.
Okay. All right.
That was
Yes,
crazy.
Yes, and.
So
It's pretty much that. I go everywhere in the Chicagoland area. We cross the border once in a while, and we just find regular people doing amazing things or cultural events that people have never known about, places, architectural landmarks. I mean, we run the gamut because it's 5 days a week, 7 hits, 8 minutes of airtime, and we have to make it interesting and dynamic every time. So you really need some improv skills. I don't write any script. It's all out of the blue in the moment. And sometimes you get to places and, you just have one thing to work with and you make chicken salad out of chicken.
I am really impressed by your ability to do that, and more so like getting involved in something like this, having this podcast, coming up with content once a week, coming up with a guest once a week is a challenge. So here you are, 5 days a week. You got to make it fresh, interesting, and I know that's got to be difficult, but it's also got to be like, you say you don't have to prepare much, you just kind of show up. It's like not everyone can do this gig. I mean, is there any other reporter or any other segment that you would compare what you do? Is anyone kind of doing that?
Not in town. Very few stations. We are an independent station, so we're not attached to ABC, CBS. Like, we don't go into national programming after 7 a.m. We have 6 hours of news, so we have to create a lot of content. And except for Fox, no one else has that kind of programming for the morning. So I am most of the time I'm the only one who does this kind of segment, and so many times. And every day. So I would compare it to the color commentator in sports or someone narrating sports because they don't have a script. They have to go with whatever they're seeing. So yeah, it's a niche. It's specific and I love it. I have a great producer. I've had amazing producers. My producer right now is Natalie Scritch. She's been for the last 8 years. And
she's great.
And we collaborate, but it's mostly us looking for things, listening to people, driving around, looking around to see what could work. Because after 20 years, the well dries up. And in the winter, it's even harder because no one's doing much in the winter here. So, yeah.
What are some segments in your past that stand
I should have
out?
prepared.
No, you don't prepare.
I
You just riff.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
What were some
Because
that
everyone
stand out
asks
to
me
you?
this.
That like, okay, so all right, I don't want to be that guy that asks
You
you
are
something
that guy.
I'll be that guy.
everyone asks.
Listen. Okay, so, and this is another, probably, I'm sure, a cliche question you've been asked a million times. What's been one of your best stories, like, most interesting and one of the worst?
Oh gosh. Well, see, I draw a blank, which I've told Natalie 1,000 times we should write this because people ask us all the time, what are your firsts? Yeah. I love anything where I get to perform, dance with a musical. I can't sing, so they only allow me to dance for one of the segments.
So if you're like at a theater where a Broadway show is Broadway off Chicago is coming to town and you're promoting it, you're gonna dive in with the cast.
Oh yeah, the other day I did On Your Feet at the Drury Lane, and they were ready to teach me choreography, and because I used to be a dancer.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
What do you mean you used to be a dancer?
Well, I danced from like age 8 to 18, so I love to dance. But I'm not like I can't keep up with them. But I do that little snippet, and I satisfy that urge that I have to be a performer. So those stories I love. The stories that are really hard, I don't think I want to go to anyone's. The awkward ones are when you have to go to someone's studio or someone's house and they're the only one there because it's the crew and that person in this person's home or studio, and you're like,
oh yeah, and in between you gotta
like they're you're like,
whose house have you gone to that they've been home solo? You did some solo stuff with Billy Corgan, didn't you? At his place.
How was that?
He was really nice to me.
Yeah. But I feel a butt coming on that one.
He was really nice to me.
But
he's a very hard person to interview. I think we had some kind of rapport, which is hard for me to determine. But people were like, "Oh, he liked you. He had a great conversation. He even composed the first time he met me. He composed a little song for me."
Oh, wow.
But
we have a song ready for you, Dwayne. Yeah. Hit it.
Ana, where you been?
That's a good start. That's it.
That's all we got so far.
We're gonna work with that.
She's been around town. She's been around town. He wrote a song for you?
Are you Bobby McFerrying this?
Yeah.
Is this next?
Yeah. That Dwayne Kennedy had a seizure on the Pat McGann Show.
Yeah, I know.
He turned it into a song about Ana. Ana, give it to a hospital.
I think Leo's going to come back and save you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leo, where'd you go?
Because I'll just scream.
What song did he write for you? Do you remember it?
He was on the piano at Madame Suzu's, and it was something about don't go back to Puerto Rico. It was like a little love song. It was adorable.
Oh man.
Yeah, we got along well. The thing is that he's a tough interview, and my brother is a big fan of his.
I love Smashing Pumpkins. I think that cat's kind of a genius.
And that guy, this is what I'm going to tell you. One thing that impressed me about him is he explained to me that he sees things in notes, like when he, how people see things in colors or concepts in colors or attach a color to a word. I didn't mean it that way.
I don't know if you've heard my act.
Yes, I have.
The Pat McGann Show is presented to you by Tiege Hanley, uncomplicated skincare for men. You're seriously washing your face with a 3-in-1 body wash? You still use a flip phone too? Working on MySpace post? No wonder your face looks like a rotten jack-o'-lantern. Meet Tiege Hanley. It's got everything you need to be attractive. Science-backed, foolproof, no 12-step nonsense. You wash, you exfoliate, you moisturize. 24,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, and over 3 million boxes sold. These guys are as legit as it gets. It's time to fix your face, boys. Go get a box of Tiege Hanley at Tiege.com/Pat to get 40% off your first order and a free gift. That's Tiege.com/Pat. Tiege Hanley. It's the way we face the day.
He says that when he's writing a song, the notes just pop into his head. It was, instead of numbers, it's like notes. If I remember correctly, he may contradict me, but I found that fascinating. Yeah. He's had an incredible life story and very eclectic tastes. Like a guy that's smart. I didn't want to say it that way. A guy who composes and knows so much about music, then loves wrestling and had a wrestling team once. I did an Around Town with him about that. And so, he's an interesting guy.
He is a well-rounded dude. And you mentioned he had this song about you, Don't Go Back to Puerto Rico. This is where you're from, Puerto Rico.
You didn't know?
I didn't. I did know that. I'm telling everyone else that's tuning in. This
Pat
is my...
Tomasulo says that the average is 10 minutes before I mention the island.
Oh, how much did that clock in at? We're good.
No, you asked.
Before you mentioned the island. Well, it was in the Billy Corgan
Yeah,
song.
it was
That's
in the
where I
Billy
picked up
Corgan.
it.
So yeah, it was an average.
You kind of are Puerto Rico on the WGN News in a way.
I am.
'Cause
I'm
you're-
like Bad Bunny.
You're an island. You're off to the. You're not in the mainland.
I am.
You're
And they treat me like a
communicating-
second-class citizen.
Do they?
Of course.
Some days I feel colonized.
That's gotta be. That's almost, I think, one of the hardest things of your gig that you are so good at. And I've done some around towns with you. I've been on site with you. Your ability to communicate with the studio without being there, without seeing them, just hearing them in your earpiece, and that can play. That's got to be tough.
It is tough. And at the same time, you have producers speaking to you and giving you a countdown or trying to have a full conversation with you while you're trying to, because even though sometimes I'm like a trick pony or a show pony and I'm I'm performing and stuff, I'm still asking questions and listening and running an interview, conducting an interview. So I want to hear your answers so I can ask something else. And when you have somebody 5 minutes, wrap it up, hard rap, or or this guy's boring, because I have a producer who likes to talk to me that way.
Oh, boy.
And you have to focus and you have to
You got to look engaged while you have all these things happen. You don't want to look like Byron Allen on Comics Unleashed, where he just sitting there staring and people are talking to him. And if you look deep in his eyes, you can see him at a desk counting money. And then you could be telling Manny, that's when my parents perished in the fire. Anyway, so you like to barbecue. Like, where'd that come
All
from?
the setups.
Yeah.
Byron's counting his money.
He doesn't give one F.
Dude, one of my favorite Dwayne Kennedy is specifically about Byron Allen, Comics Unleashed.
There's a whole bit.
I'm like, Dwayne, have you ever been on? You're like, no, man, I prefer to be leashed.
Yeah.
I'd rather stay on a leash.
Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, if that's the choice.
If that's how you're going to get unleashed.
But I will say this, though. Now, the show has been gone back into production. Because, when they cancel Colbert, which is going to end in May, CBS is going to put Comics Unleashed in Colbert's slot.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so they've started taping new shows.
Have you rethought?
I'm
Getting Unleashed?
rethinking.
You should rethink.
Yeah, because back then I had like hopes.
Right.
When he was first running, I had hopes and plans.
But yes.
That's all over.
No.
Yeah.
We've reached that stage.
Yeah. Okay, Ana, here's the thing. How did you start? How did you get this gig? What happened?
Around town?
Yeah.
So I was a news reporter, a general assignment reporter, and a weekend anchor for Univision, the Spanish language channel. And I was working as a correspondent for their network show in New York, their network morning show. And I wanted to do the crossover, like the legendary Ricky
So
Martin.
you went from Puerto Rico to New York.
No, I came here first to
Oh, you
Chicago.
came here first.
My
Okay.
career started here at Channel 66. I couldn't find a reporter job in Puerto Rico, and I was 21 years old right out of college, and I asked my mentor in Washington, like, where is Univision hiring from
So
all
you
their
were
stations?
journalist, broadcast major at, you went to American?
University, in D.C. And so my friend said, Chicago's looking for somebody. Just go for the interview because you've only interned and it's all been word of mouth. Try doing an interview. I sent them my tape and they called me for an interview. And I came here July 19th of 1996. I had graduated in May. And they offered me the job like that evening.
Wow.
And I called my parents, and my parents were like, do they know who they're hiring? Because I was super green. And I said, I guess so. And the salary they were paying me was decent. My dad's like, I'm not supporting you in Chicago. You better leave with a decent paycheck. My dad was in shock. And a month later, I moved to Chicago all by myself. I didn't know anybody.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know anybody. And Puerto Ricans, they're everywhere. Yeah. And I just didn't know anybody. And I had sworn I would never live in cold weather. I would never leave my family behind. 30 years later, I'm still here.
Did you move into a a neighborhood where there were like Puerto Rican?
No.
You didn't move
I've
right
never
down.
lived in the Puerto Rican neighborhood.
You never
they'd
lived
be
on
knocking on my door all the
Division
time.
and Western?
I love my people, but we're nosy. It's funny because the reason I think I survived is because of the Puerto Rican community embracing me and treating me like I was their person. I've always been very connected to them. But I lived on Irving Park and Marine Drive first, in a huge high rise because my boss lived there, and she's like, try, there may be an apartment there. And I rented an apartment there, and then I lived in the South Loop. That's why when my daughter was born, we lived in the South Loop, and now she says she's from the South Side.
Oh yeah,
how cute
that's
is
why
she?
she's so cool.
My girl, you're not from the South. You wouldn't last. And then we moved to the North Side, so the kids could go to public school there because I'd rather
Sellouts.
I needed to be house poor or school poor.
Well, you're closer to the studio.
Yes, I'm closer to the studio, and so I love Chicago. I've only lived away from here 3 years in New York City.
What was your impression of Chicago and just the states in general growing up in Puerto Rico?
Well, everything we saw on cable,
Yeah.
WGN we could watch in Puerto Rico as a superstation, and so we knew about the Cubs and Bozo and so on. But I didn't have much of an idea of Chicago. When you grow up in Puerto Rico, you're more like an East Coast watcher because our community usually goes Florida, New York, New England. The Puerto Ricans.
We've seen West Side Story. We know.
Right.
You're a
Right
all the
on.
way.
Yeah,
My mom,
you are musical.
My mother hated West Side Story.
Oh, did
Good.
My mother, she went to the original one on Broadway. She got in the car, started crying. And my grandmother's like, why are you crying? Now everybody's going to think we're a gangbanger. My mother, back in 1950-something.
Wow.
And she wasn't wrong.
No, she wasn't
She
wrong.
wasn't wrong. Yeah. So thank God for Hamilton and In the Heights and all the other musicals that came after, and Lin-Manuel Miranda and Rita Moreno and all that. But all those amazing people.
Right?
The EGOT.
Yeah.
She's an EGOT.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway.
I went to DC, came here, and have been here ever since. And what did I think about Chicago? Oh my God, I couldn't have landed in a better, more welcoming place than this. People here take chances on you. They were supportive. I mean, I remember we were lost in a corner and someone stopped and said, "Where are you going?" "Oh, I'm heading that way. Follow me." It was so different. We only had experiences before that in New York City where no one really pays attention. And here, my parents are like, we feel comfortable leaving a 21-year-old girl who's never lived in a major city. And it's been fantastic. I can't quit it. I can't quit this damn place, even though I hate the cold weather. I married a guy from here. My kids were born apprentice. I'm a Chicagoan.
Yeah, you really are. But you weren't near a city in Puerto Rico? How far were you from
Excuse
San
me,
Juan?
I was in downtown San Juan. I've always been very metropolitan.
Have you
I'm
been
a
to Puerto
city
Rico,
girl.
Dwayne?
No, but I want to go.
You've never been? Have
no.
you?
I have been
yeah,
there.
you've been.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I honeymooned
for it.
in Puerto Rico. That's what she didn't want me to say. Yeah. You feel bad they brought up my honeymoon? Why? I can go again.
You had fun.
I can have another honeymoon.
You can.
In
You can.
Puerto Rico.
I think, yeah, that's great.
Vieques.
You guys had fun. Yes, you went to. I told you went to more places than I did.
You never been to Vieques?
No, I don't like small planes.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you got to take a
High
small.
likelihood of crashing.
Yeah, it's like a kite.
Yeah, you don't want to go out like Buddy Holly.
No. Or the
Big
guy
Bopper,
that para
Richie
bailar.
Valens. Yeah, you don't want to go out. Or
Who else was on that plane?
or
Wait, were they Buddy Holly was with? No,
Big
Richie.
Bopper. Yeah, they were all
Big
together.
Bopper.
They were together?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Bopper, Buddy Holly, and Richie Valens.
But
And
in-
who
in
like
the
rock
wa-
paper scissors his way out of there? Was it Merle Haggard? Or
I think it was something. Waylon Jennings.
Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Patsy Cline died in an airplane crash,
Patsy
right?
Cline, Payne Stewart, remember the golfer?
Oh, yeah.
The plane, some gas, and they all went to sleep, and the plane just kept flying.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, so many.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Otis Redding.
And they're
Otis
always
Redding.
like private.
Yeah.
It's always the smaller ones. John
Denver.
Yeah.
Oh, my dad suffered that one because my
Jim
dad had
Croce.
the record. Jim Croce.
Welcome
Wow.
to our plane crash death
Yeah.
episode.
You know?
Everybody.
Selena was not a plane crash. She
murdered.
was murdered by her fan. How dare you?
Yeah.
And her fan
Don't
shall
forget
never
Selena.
leave jail. Yolanda Andrade. And she
JFK?
still doesn't apologize for it.
Right.
He was shot.
Pete Wentz? No, I don't even know what.
Wait, no.
I just started throwing out names.
There was a guy. There was a guy from.
I meant Junior on the JFK. Sorry.
Stevie Ray Vaughan died in a helicopter
No,
crash.
this is a
Yeah,
young
Alpine.
guy
Alpine.
who was
Yeah,
married to Christina Aguilera. No, somebody. Yeah, people die
Aaliyah?
in small planes.
Yeah, Aaliyah. That's right. Remember Aaliyah? She died.
Aaliyah died on a plane?
Yeah.
I thought R. Kelly.
No. He did that, but then.
But he didn't.
No.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
I don't think their
We
brother
don't
made
know.
the whole plane crash.
No. I'm sorry. Well,
Maybe he did. R. Kelly molested a plane? What the?
probably in a plane.
Yeah.
Or is it on? Is it? I have problems with prepositions.
Me too.
I thought I could fly.
Yeah. I believe you have flown.
I do believe you have flown.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my story. I am from Puerto Rico. Yeah.
I have very dear friends. This.
Here we go.
No,
All right,
I'm not going to. Now I feel
no.
white.
Yeah,
You know,
I
have
was
some-
just gonna say.
You know.
You sounded white.
I have some very dear friends
Who are Puerto Rican?
who are,
Do you know the Rodriguez test?
right.
I wouldn't say they have tempers at all. And I've never seen them at a parade.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway,
You have good friends that are Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
you love Puerto Rican food.
no, not really. Yeah. What did I say?
What's the best Puerto Rican food? Where do you go for good Puerto
My
Rican
mom's
food?
house.
Yeah.
I love Puerto Rican food here. Jibaritos y Más has good Puerto Rican food. Ponce restaurant, La Bruquena on Division has great Puerto Rican food. But there's nothing like a home-cooked meal. And
Yeah.
I don't know how to make it. I don't have that great hand.
You don't cook much? You don't make Puerto Rican dishes for Steve and
Very, very
kids?
seldom. They're not very healthy. We fry everything. It's kind of like Midwest.
I was going to say, you are a true Chicago.
Totally.
And what's for dessert? A defibrillator.
Yeah. We're frying a Twinkie. What the heck?
Ugh.
So yeah, at home is when I really go nuts.
yeah.
What do you make? What is one of your...
I'll make my favorite is super simple is bistec, which is kind of like a flank steak fried in butter and olive oil, and then rice and red beans.
Saffron rice?
No, white rice.
Yeah.
See, here we do red beans and rice.
But you do it like in a mix. I like my white rice and you pour the red beans on top. And I don't eat spicy. Please stop asking me if I eat spicy. I'm not Mexican. Puerto Ricans don't eat spicy. Very few
Oh, those
people.
are fighting words.
Yeah. No, because it's always like, why do you like spicy? You're Puerto Rican. Caribbean people, except for Jamaicans, and we will put some pique in our stuff, but hot sauce,
Okay.
but it'll never compare to the South American kind of, especially
Scotch bonnet.
Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah, the habanero. No, hombre.
Yeah. Have you done stories on Puerto Rico? Many?
Yeah, I'm really annoying. I am obnoxiously Puerto Rican. If you think Bad Bunny is obnoxious Puerto Rican, I came first. I will tell you I'm Puerto Rican. I will use any excuse to tell you. I will excuse any behavior because I'm Puerto Rican, good or not, good or bad. And I like to educate people about Puerto Rico. And so whenever I can, and in the world that we're living in, I try to keep my segment as diverse and multicultural as I can. And whenever I can highlight my island, I do, and our people.
If you had to describe it, to compel someone to go to Puerto Rico, how would you sell it? What's your pitch?
It is paradise with the warmest, more welcoming people you'll ever meet. And
Which was their first mistake.
that's it.
Welcome, Europeans.
Dude, we did it with the
Yeah.
Spanish. It was like, yay, let's have sex. And then dead of gonorrhea.
Yeah.
Or like we tried drowning one guy and we're like, oh my God, they're human. We thought because they were so white, they were like gods.
Yeah.
We were very nice. And
Yeah.
then they extinguished us. There may be
Yes.
like 10 Tainos left.
Yeah.
And we were beautiful people, but we're very welcoming. and you will have a blast. We make a party out of anything. When we tell you something, we mean it. Like if I tell you, go visit my parents, they'd love to see you, they will. And yeah, I would encourage anyone to go and support our economy too, because after Hurricane Maria, we took many steps backwards and we haven't been able to recover. Please don't go to Puerto Rico to go visit your friends in Dorado, where all the Americans live, and don't pay taxes and live like in a
gated community.
Jake Paul is down there.
Yeah. And then he had the
Who's there?
J. Paul. And he had to say that Bad Bunny was a fake American.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And then he had to backtrack because he's taking advantage of Law 52, which I'm getting too serious. I'm sorry.
Not at all. Point out the hypocrisy of Jake Paul. Because a lot of people are following him. They think he's intelligent.
Yeah, he's
a mope.
He's a moron.
He's a mope and a moron.
So anyway, if you move to Puerto Rico, you should live among Puerto Ricans and lose your power once in a while and your water. And and contribute to the economy, not live in a microcosm like an expat that lives
or a current Pat.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why he's a legend.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's
Anyway,
there. The callbacks are always there.
As always, the Pat McGann Show is brought to you by Tej Hanley, uncomplicated skincare for men. If you're not using skincare, it shows. And if you're still washing your face with a 3-in-1 body wash, you need to wake up, because your face looks like you slept face down on a cracked leather sofa. Meet Tej Hanley. They make skincare simple, effective, and impossible to mess up. No 12-step routine, no nonsense. You wash, you exfoliate, you moisturize. That's it. It's science-backed, foolproof, and legit. More than 3 million boxes sold. It's time to fix your face. Go to Tej.com/Pat to get 40% off your first order plus a free gift. That's Tej.com/Pat. Tej Hanley. It's the way we face the day.
So I've seen, obviously, your act. You do stand up.
My
you
spiel.
have one woman shows. You're so talented. The pull to comedy, though. This is kind of when I met you during this point in your life.
Yeah, you made it happen for me.
You were the host of Chicago Stand Up Project.
Have I ever told you you're my hero?
We were just singing that to Leo.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, we missed an opportunity.
Oh man,
We could have.
Talk about the transition into stand up.
I came across an opportunity through Mike Toomey that Pat McGann was running a show called the Chicago Stand Up Project, where they would pair celebrities in Chicago who had never tried stand up to do a 5-minute set at Zanies, and this would be recorded, and we would be paired with a mentor, and my mentor was Mike, because Mike knew that I had always wanted to do stand-up, but I wanted to take a class, and back then there were no writing classes. He's like, call Patty Vasquez, maybe she can help you, and I never got around to it, and finally, when was that? Amelia was born in...
It was like 2009 or 2010.
2010, yeah.
Yeah.
And so... I tried it, and I showed up to Mike with like 10 pages, and he's like, Ana, it's a 5-minute set. I'm like, oh. He's like, you've really been wanting this. And I performed, and do you remember Dan Telfer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He saw me that night at Zanies, and he's like, you should do this more often. And I was like,
yeah,
because you know
funny.
how your first time is the best? And you're like, yeah, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to kill it. Look at that. They live me. And then I said yes to a lot of gigs. And I was like, oh, my God, this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Well, difficult, too, when you're waking up every morning and doing around town.
Yeah, I can't be as committed as you guys because it's hard. And the hours are difficult. I'm not a night person as it is. So I pick and choose where I go and when I do it.
But it took off for you, and you have built such a following beyond the around town and doing small theaters and out in the burbs, like all over, you're performing.
Yeah,
and
my one-woman show, which was in Spanish, I did it off Broadway, and I did it in Puerto Rico as well.
Yeah.
Thanks to my friend Michael Kendo.
So, I was going to say, let's shout out Mikey O, because you know what somebody pointed out to me one time, and I think it was TJ Miller. We were in the back of Zanies one night, and he said Mikey O has done so much for comedy in Chicago beyond what he would ever probably get recognition for.
And beyond Latino comedians.
Yes.
Like
and
all
beyond
of you
Latino.
have played
Yes.
a Mikey O show.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's like, why did you hire the white guy? Well, because comedians need spaces. And
Yeah.
he started at Joe's on Wheat Street, and someone connected me to him after we did Zanies. And I fell in love with those crowds because those crowds are bilingual, so I don't have to translate the Spanish joke, and I can do a throwaway joke in Spanish and just amplify my set without having to go, and what I meant to say, which is such a downer. It's hard to explain, but it's such a downer when you have to go like translate the joke so people can, it loses the nuance. So I try and do as much bilingual as I can. And when I have to do a show that I know is going to be mostly in English, I have to pick my set wisely and be like, okay, I can throw maybe a few words, but they're not going to understand if I go into a rant in Spanish what I mean, you know?
Yeah. How often do you get to use your Spanish?
Every day.
Every day? Do you talk to your kids?
Yes,
Every
I
day?
speak to my oldest in Spanish every day. I talk to my parents and my brother. My kids hear Spanish all the time.
So they speak it?
Yes,
Both of them.
I have a lot of Latino friends. And black friends too. And so, yeah, my kids have been. I was very worried. My husband's Jewish and from Glenview, hold applause. And he's poor. I was very afraid that my kids weren't going to grow up with a Puerto Rican identity. And my husband has been amazing. We visit Puerto Rico all the time. And I had my therapist had told me they're going to learn based on your example. And if you live your culture every day, your kids are going to admire it and want to be part of it. And that's what's happened. My kids miss the island. They want to go do things in Puerto Rico. My daughter's fluent in Spanish, taking AP Spanish. My son, not so much. The second one is always a crapshoot.
AP Spanish. That's that's pretty great.
Yeah.
I remember having like kids in my class in high school that spoke Spanish at home, and they would like be in my Spanish class. Like, come on,
ECA, Papa, ECA. I did it in college.
Is this fair?
Right.
Yes, it is.
And then they flunk. What the?
That's what I was afraid of.
Can
But
you
no.
speak Spanish?
No. Took it 4 years in high school. Didn't retain much. I can, I wish I did. Why aren't we teaching it younger? That's when you're supposed to learn it. That's when it's most easy to learn,
Did you hear
right?
the big mess that happened with Bad Bunny spoke Spanish during the halftime show? You think people here are going to be like, every child should learn Spanish from kindergarten. That will fly in Chicago, but I don't know if it'll fly in Kentucky or,
My kids take it at school once a week.
It's not
for
enough.
50 minutes a day. It's like, that's not how you're going to learn it.
I learned English in a dual language academy, right? I went to a Catholic school and a prep school, and it had to be English. Your science was in English, your math was in English, everything but religion and Spanish were in English. So I've been fluent since first grade, and it has been an asset.
How do you think?
In both. At this point, I think in both.
Really?
Yeah. And depending on how tired I am, but I mostly think in both. I dream in both, but that's being incredibly fluent, right?
What's more fun to let loose in, swear in?
Spanish.
Swear. Oh, yeah?
Spanish.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Let's hear you can you do a profane-laced tirade in Espanol for us?
Yeah.
Maybe about this interview, about this show?
Yeah. Let
being
everybody
here.
have it.
What is going on? Come on.
¿Por qué te come mierda quiere que yo me meta en un problema aquí, hijo de puta? ¿Por qué será así? ¿Ah? Puñeta, coge seriedad, Pat McGann.
Do you ever say it like nicely, like swear at someone?
No,
nicely,
because
or
so many people speak Spanish now.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be very dangerous. I have family members in all colors. That's what you can't assume.
That's the thing, because Puerto Ricans are Taino, European, and African, right?
I'm 17% African.
You dig? I'm me too.
Have you been tested? You know that for sure?
You haven't been tested.
No. Well, for some things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The important ones.
That's how I was
the
able
ones
to-
that could get people sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the communal deceased ones.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad.
But being German is not contagious.
No.
Well-
Well,
You know what I mean? Not so much anymore.
I like how you put your hand up like that, too.
yeah, that was, we shouldn't have done.
That was funny because earlier, anyway. Yeah.
Go.
I would. Have you done the genealogy?
I did. That's why I know I'm 17% African.
But where? What, what group? What brand?
I would, wherever the slaves came from to Puerto
Ghana-
Rico.
Ghana?
Probably.
Ghanaian? I had my friend who's Puerto Rican, and you know, I don't know if I told you that, Ana, and you know.
One? You only have one?
No, I have several.
Oh!
Yeah. You know, I go to all their meetings. And, no, he's like 51% Nigerian.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, I don't know what my mother told. Oh, by the way.
Oh.
My mother loves this show.
Does she?
Yeah. So
Shout out to Dwayne's
good
mom.
News or bad news?
That's great. That's our demo.
Yeah. That's what I was like,
Mine
I know
too.
it's mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My mother
Have
told
your
me.
parents been tuning in?
No, but I
No?
will make them tune in
Because
now.
we saw, we got a couple downloads in PR. I was like, who is that?
No, the Belavals.
Or the Clementes.
Right.
Might be.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild. Your mom is tuning in?
I couldn't believe it. She said, I love that show with you and Pat. What? How you watching that show?
Can you
That's
tell her
so
to leave
cute.
us a review?
Yeah, you know.
Download and subscribe.
Yeah. Down.
La campanita. Cling.
Like and subscribe.
Let's have her on.
Yeah. Yes. So she told me they did a genealogy thing that we were like 17% German.
Yeah.
And that is not good news.
Does that explain a lot?
It explains something. No. What are you talking about?
You are pretty meticulous.
That's what I was going to say. Are you very meticulous?
I don't know. Well, you know, but in my writing, I am, and not in my life.
Mm-hmm.
My writing is 17% German. The rest of my life is pretty much sub-Saharan desert.
Here's something German you do. You text in all caps.
I text in all caps.
That seems...
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not yelling. Have I ever texted you? Probably not.
No.
But I would if I did it. It would be all caps. Only because I didn't know. But this is before I knew texting protocol or etiquette. You know, I'm not yelling at you. I just like the uniformity of the letters.
That
is how you
German.
print, too. That's how you write,
Yes.
right?
I write in capitals.
You write in
type,
English?
but I think it's also because script in news is written in all caps.
Oh, yeah.
So I write my scripts in caps. Plus, it makes me feel like I have more material than I really do.
And it's easier to see.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Did you put it in Courier New? That's how you know. That's how you extend. You remember that trick in school?
No.
We went to school around the same time. When you wrote a paper.
Thank you, Pat.
You write a paper in like Times New Roman.
Uh-huh.
Right? And in 12 font. And you're like, oh, man, it's supposed to be 5 pages. This is only 3. Oh, select all, Courier New, 12, 8 pages. It's like 10, 12. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, my gosh.
And then
He
you put
handed me
the subject
cue cards.
heading, Pat McGann, double space, history 301,
Your
double
date,
space.
Your date, the
Yeah.
teacher's name,
The teacher's name.
The teacher's middle name.
Chicago, Illinois.
Dateline. Yeah. All of it.
Oh man.
The paper starts at the bottom of the first paragraph.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, you have to do a lot of writing for
Yeah.
inside and out. What's coming up with any around town segments coming up that you're fired up about? Or you just don't even know?
I don't know.
No?
It all blends in. And,
Have you ever
we
been-
have our big St. Patrick's Day show
Bourbon Street.
in Bourbon Street, which I don't know why you're not going.
South Side. I'm going to be out of town.
Yeah, whatever.
Natalie
And-
did text me about
Natalie
it.
did
I've
text
tried
you.
every year, but I'm not going to be in town.
When is that?
March 13th.
Bourbon Street
Bourbon
is on the
Street
south side. It's actually
and
right
Marionette
outside
Park.
the city. It's in Marionette Park.
Yeah.
It's 115th and
Oh man.
Kedzie-ish. You been to Bourbon Street?
I've
Big
been
St. Patrick's
through
Day.
there
Huge
doing 90.
turnout.
think
The
so.
people, the Southsiders come out in droves.
They drink since 5
It is
a.m.
so crowded there.
They're
5
awesome.
a.m. 1936. That's when they.
Hey, let us have a day. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's a Catholic.
on.
It's a tradition.
It was just your month.
You're in two.
Give these
Your
white
last
people
name's-
something.
Your last name's Kennedy. God damn it!
Exacto.
You're one of us. How much did you get any Irish feedback in your genealogy?
You know, I found out we were sort of adopted by the Irish.
Yeah, you
well
are.
then.
They
Sort
love you.
of.
And
Sort of.
Yeah, so,
meanwhile, you are beloved on the South Side.
Yeah, he is.
Everybody loves you. Those
Yeah.
Paris shows you've done.
man, I'm gonna tell you something. This brother right here is the only reason that this is keeping. You know what I mean? If there's a race war,
What?
I got to think about some things.
Why?
Because of this cat. You know what I mean?
Oh.
We going, yeah. No, I'm for real. He used to book me at all the Paris shows. It was great doing those shows. People say, how was it doing those Paris Catholic
They were great.
They were great, and they get drunker than the people at Zanies.
They bring their own coolers.
They bring their own cooler.
It is a culture shock. I did last year.
They got more mileage on their coolers than their minivans.
Hey.
They wheel them down the street.
I did a parish show, but it was Hispanic, so not your parishes.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't like when territories conflict. It was close to Midway. Is that really your section? I don't think so. But I went to this parish show with Gwen LaRocca and I don't remember who else. And Mikey warned me. He's like, they drink. They're in the church basement. They have Jell-O shots.
Oh,
they
yeah.
have signature drinks. Yeah. They have a taco man. I'm like, what is
They're
this?
raising money.
On a Saturday evening. I loved it. It was awesome. They know how to party.
Like, posts, and reels, and follow The Pat McGann Show on Instagram, at The Pat McGann Show on Instagram. If you would like to advertise on The Pat McGann Show, please email us at thepatmcgannshow@teej.com. That's thepatmcgannshow@teej.com.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have the St. Patrick's Day show. I have a show coming up this Saturday at the North Shore Center of the Performing Arts with, it's called Funny Women of a Certain Age.
Oh, that's
and
great.
then I have a show with Mike Toomey and Jeff Hoover at the Tivoli Theater.
Hoover's going to get on stage.
Hoover is going to MC.
Who's Hoover?
Jeff Hoover.
Jeff
He
Hoover.
books
He's
everything
booked
on
you
WGN
at
Morning
WGN
News,
Morning
producer.
Crazy
really?
guy with the white hair, all spiky.
Oh yeah.
He is Eddie and Jobo with Mike.
Mm-hmm.
He does
Just saying
Wink
that.
Winkleman.
He's going to
People are trying to get him to do stand-up. He is
he's-
so funny,
He is
naturally
He's funny, but he's afraid because he's always doing characters.
Right,
so we're
right.
going to force him.
He's hilarious.
I told him he had to do something,
Great.
and that's the Tivoli Theater. And I'm booked every month doing stand up because there's a tuition coming up.
Yeah.
And so I'm calling it the tuition tour.
I know that's right.
Ugh.
That's a great name.
Have you done the what was it, the Bad Moms of Con? Have you heard of that one?
No, I haven't done that.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep,
though?
mhm.
Yeah. If all things being not equal, but say just, and I'm not wishing this on you in any say, but
Don't say it
Okay.
because it's been happening,
Yes, you're right.
and I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
there's
yeah.
also another way you could say, like,
Right. This is where
you love stand-up, you love, it's almost like they intersect, though, and cross, right?
Yes.
Isn't everything just you?
Yes.
Yeah. So do you think you get a lot of your act and out of your gig, out of your job?
Yeah.
Your day job?
And I get to practice my stand-up chops when
Yeah.
I'm at work, which is priceless, right?
yeah.
So I'm not super rusty when I go back on stage, but I do love what I do. And so would I ever go full-time into stand-up? Guys, you live a rough life. It's a hard life. You live a hard, lonely life. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to start a GoFundMe. We're going to start a GoFundMe. And so I don't think I can handle that.
No, you can handle it. It's just easy to do. Just you got to learn coping.
You got to learn how to cope. Yeah, right?
Yeah, you could do it. It's easy
I'm
to
too
do.
old to start that now.
No, just use meditation or whatever it takes.
Blueberries.
Blueberries. Do you do push-ups?
I do.
Okay.
It is, I think it's overstated, but yeah, it can be. You got a tough life too. You got to have that's hustle and grind, just like anything else. You're kind of doing your own thing.
I don't have a tough life.
Yeah, but you got.
I'm very blessed with the gig I have. I'm very blessed with the family
We
I
are
have.
like a promotional arm of WGN Morning News. If people have been listening since the beginning, this is our 27th episode. I think we've knocked out a good portion of people. We've had Mike Toomey on.
Really
We've had
interesting
Thomas
because
Sulo,
I'd
Robin
like to point
Baumgarten.
out that you were the first. I was the first one you met. And what number am I in the list?
Wanted to get the show up and really
I
running.
wanted to have the studio. First of all,
Yeah.
we want to be ready for
That's not-
you.
Robin
I want to get my
Baumgarten
legs.
Came. She doesn't go
I
anywhere.
didn't. Yeah, that was great. We had Robin, but you helped. You helped us get Robin. Just the fact that you gave me
That
credibility.
I endorse you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's usually how things happen. People invite me, and then I'm always like the starter kit. And then when it gets really good, I'm the bridesmaid.
This is opposite. You got to look at it the other way. We got it up and running.
Robin was
and
the
then
starter
brought you.
kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you had no budget No studio.
Yeah, no cups.
I know. I've got
No
perks.
gin.
A
No
gin.
a
No
producer
Dwayne.
went to get me. Dwayne's here.
I am so thrilled that you did come in. And it's always great to see you.
Absolutely.
It's awesome. I
Like you
could be here
said,
all
you're one
day.
of the first people I met, especially in that world, the WGN world, and I feel like you helped me.
If you invite Cheryl Scott,
ton.
I'm going to punch you. If you invite any of the other people from the other stations, Tracy Butler, I'm going to
we
bring
can't
the
have
house
anybody
down.
else from
Nope,
another.
Only WGN.
All right.
Do they invite you? Do they give you time to speak on at the desk?
I've had a couple.
I'm looking at the two of you.
I've had a couple of them, but not like in that capacity.
Not recently.
And you wouldn't
Wendy
know
C.
anyway because they don't have the reach you have. You
Right.
should feel good about that.
I love everybody from every. Chicago is that kind of market where we all get along and root for each other. So I'm kidding, but now you can invite everyone else.
Have you ever done any cameos in movies?
No, I'm telling you, I don't. My mom thought when I got the job at GN, like the network will call. They've never called me.
No. What about any of the Chicago shows?
No. But they're affiliate to NBC, and I work for GN, so they wouldn't.
Oh yeah, you can't
That's
even go
the
out
problem.
on
I
those,
can't.
right?
Oh, man, that
And
all
even like if you
sucks.
did, you don't even have time to go because they ask you to block out.
I'd make time.
Sometimes I'll get an opportunity and they're like, you got to block
Oy,
out 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
You're like, I can't do.
Poor Pat. He
No,
can't-
but that's-
he can't jet around with Maniscalco.
Second ago, you're feeling sorry for us about our horrible existence, and I'm trying to tell you it is
If Chicago-
limiting.
This show is taking a time.
Can I have a sip of this?
Yeah, get some of that gin,
If
Pat.
Chicago Med calls, you're gonna be like, I'm sorry. I need to go to the parish, St. Michael's of the Soros, in 125th and Western.
Yeah, sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
Because you get it last minute. The audition is tomorrow. He gets on more auditions than anybody, I'm sure.
He does.
Me?
Yeah. You going on them?
Auditions?
Yeah.
Not anymore, man. I gave up.
All right.
I'm coming back though.
Again?
Yeah.
I've heard this a few times, Dwayne.
Yeah. They can't stop me.
They can't stop you.
But I'm gonna stop myself.
You are both unstoppable. That is true. Do you have anything coming up, Dwayne? I want you to
I'm doing the Kenosha Comedy Club March 6th and 7th. I'm trying to get 1 million people to come. That way, if 1 million people come, then you only have to pay $1. You know what I mean? And then
This is a good business plan.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling the cat I was doing the interview who runs the club. I said, man, we get 1 million people to come. They only have to pay $1. So that's cheap for them.
I don't
And
You're
think
an
I can-
abundance thinker.
Yeah.
Is that
and
what
I
this
could get
is?
rich.
that math hurt my brain.
Yeah.
Kenosha doesn't have 1 million people, so you're counting on
The
people-
area.
Well, the
Yeah, I
collar.
agree.
Yeah. I'm
The
also
collar
depending on
counties.
people from Oshkosh.
Oshkosh.
Yeah.
That's far though for
That
them.
is far.
It is far for them.
I did a University of Wisconsin Oshkosh one time.
Did you
It
wear
was
overalls?
Horrible.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, I had overalls, had a wheat coming out my mouth.
I know some people that went to school up there.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
bet
too
you
far
do.
from Appleton. That's a
Wisconsin,
good
yeah.
comedy
Yeah.
town.
So because you have of your GN gig, what are the things you can, as far as stand-up goes, what are your limitations based on your GN gig? Do you know what I mean? As far as content or even just where you can go to do stand-up?
Yeah, they haven't been so far very limited.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm being a little more careful. And they thankfully have trusted my judgment
Mm-hmm.
up until now. And I try not to do political humor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very autobiographical, and I think that keeps me safe.
Mm-hmm.
I still have that thing of journalism that I don't necessarily want people to know my points of view blatantly. I think you can tell just by who I am and how I conduct
The stickers
myself.
on your car.
The stickers on my car. Yeah, the boxing gloves in my rearview mirror.
Yeah.
My Virgin of Guadalupe in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
My bouncing car.
Yeah, you got
So,
to
yeah.
you keep your journalistic integrity. You gotta
I
be
try.
neutral,
I try.
yeah.
I'm old school that way. So I do it all about me, and that keeps me safe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I curse. They don't have a problem with that. I'll use curse words, and
Yeah.
I can be but I'm
Especially if you're cursing out Democrats.
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
What did I tell you?
Oh, yeah,
It's been a rough week.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
Don't fall on those traps.
Don't fall in those traps. I thought you had Puerto Rican friend.
I friends that I very dear to me.
Yes.
You want me to call him?
I may be related to them.
Probably. That would be crazy.
Could it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
I'm gonna tell you something. Like you said, if he found out he was related to you, you would never.
I wouldn't hear the end of
No,
it.
he would
That's
call
why
me
I don't. That's why I don't live in Humboldt Park.
right.
They'd be right there,
Right.
bossing me
Yeah.
around.
You got to spread out.
I
Yeah.
gotta spread out.
You got to work your way.
Plus, I gotta put my sazón, batería y reggaeton, like Bad Bunny says, in other cultures.
Yeah.
I have to infuse some salsa into the north side.
Oh, absolutely. This is really ideally what it should be, right?
Yeah.
In life, and then people don't grow up isolated and ignorant.
We
and-
need an Asian though.
Yeah, we
Anyone?
somebody get us an Asian.
We don't have
ordered
all
one.
demographics now.
Yeah, well, you ain't kidding.
We are working on being well-rounded for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Anna, you got some great stuff coming up. I know you're very busy. Dwayne's going to be in Kenosha.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow Anna on Instagram. You're very active on Instagram. That's where you're most
And Facebook, yeah.
and Facebook. Always posting on the socials. You have great content.
Thank you.
So good to see you.
Likewise,
Yeah.
I really
boys.
appreciate you coming in here. We saved you
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah.
I hope you know that. We've been building up to
You
this.
saved me.
Building up to this moment.
I'm a very jealous person. I am your stereotypical Puerto Rican woman that
Yeah.
you have to tell me how pretty I am every day, how smart, and I am the only one.
You
Yes.
know?
I'm the only
That's going to
Puerto
be the
Rican
name
girl
of this
you know, and
episode.
Now, me.
Yes.
That's it.
That's
Yes.
it.
We're going to name the episode after that. With all the descriptive, complimentary words.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Ana Belaval.
I need it.
All right, everybody. Make sure you are downloading, subscribing, and reviewing our podcast. That helps us a ton in the standings. Check us out on YouTube. All these are on YouTube as well. We got a great YouTube channel. You got to get on there.
I gotta get on.
And we're going to be back soon. We also just dropped a bonus episode. We had Jared Payton in. We had JP. I know Anna is a
I'll
friend of
allow
him.
that.
And all of our episodes, most of them, are pretty evergreen. So go back, give them a listen if you just joined the podcast recently. We will be back next week with another great episode. You're going to be here next week too, right, Dwayne?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah,
Is he
beautiful.
paying you?
All right, everybody. Have a great
And
week.
Jen.
And thank you
It's okay.
for checking it out. Later.
The Pat McGann Show is brought to you by the Pat McGann Show team. Executive producer Kelley Thornton. Producer Paula Thornton. Showrunner Tom Bambara. Audio engineer Tommy Grant. Video production Eddie Perez. Video and audio editor Madeline Curless. Organic content manager George Moster. Recorded at T.H. Hanley Studios in Chicago, Illinois.